Twitter, TikTok, and now YouTube. And today we're going to be filming my annual Q&A, the Raggedy Report for 2023. Y'all have asked me some pretty juicy questions, and there's a lot of them. As always, I ask for Q&A questions on my Instagram story, so if you want to be part of the picking for my Raggedy Report every year or any of the other Q&As I do about hair, running, piercing, other Q&As I do, go follow my Instagram at Raggedy Report, the same way it's spelled here. Let's jump right into it. So, I have them organized by category, but I'm going to mix them up. So, first question is, does being a content creator give you depression at times? I don't think that being a content creator gives me depression. I feel like depression is like real mental illness. Like, I don't think that it can give me depression. Does it get me down at times? Perhaps. I mean, people always say like numbers don't matter, but if you think about it, like putting your heart and soul and a whole bunch of hours and creativity and resources into something and it flopping, that can bring you down a notch. But I wouldn't say it gives me depression. I feel like that's a big one. I do not have the authority or the scientific knowledge to say it gives me depression. It gets me down at times, but I feel like that's any job and any dream that you're working at. There's highs and lows. 2. Do you feel like your goal of influencing people to use more color in makeup is going well? Well, my mission with my platform is to influence more people to experiment with vibrant hues, especially Black women who are often ridiculed for using colors and creativity. So that is my mission. Do I think that the goal, I'm not necessarily influencing people to use one color. I'm just influencing people to not be afraid to experiment. You know what I mean? I'm not necessarily saying that everybody needs to do colorful eyeshadow. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, people should be able to experiment with their styles and try different things. Like, I experiment with my style and I figure out what I like. But you may like soft glam. That's good. I'm not that, that's your thing. But I just want people to experiment and, step out the box with their creativity and not be afraid to. I'm not necessarily trying to get people to use more color in makeup. I want them to try it, but they might find that it's not for them. But do I think that my goal of, influencing people to experiment and step out the box and, be more creative and be more confident in their ideas is going well? Yes, because people recreate my looks a lot, and it's one of the most endearing things. I've been doing this for a couple years, and it doesn't get old. Tag me on TikTok and tag me on Twitter and tag me on Instagram with your recreations and even on YouTube. So I think it's going well, and I can't wait to see where it'll go in this next year. 3, are you dating? If so, what qualities do you look for in a partner? And then somebody also asks, how's dating? So I'm going to throw these in together. Whew. Am I dating? I'm not dating, but I kind of am not dating. All right, look, here's the thing. Am I dating? I'm not dating, but is it on my number one priority list actively? No. I think about it, yes, but I don't go hunt for partners. That's not my thing. But I'm not against it, but I am kind of against it though, because you have to think. I have to run. Okay, for example, it's now January 2023, right? So I'm trying to get 100 miles. So I'm walking like hours a day, walking and running. Then I have to do, 4 platforms. I have to post stuff on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, do bucket list items, trying to be more spiritually disciplined, trying to teach myself how to read again so I can read all these books this year, going to solid core classes. It's like, I just don't have time for foolishness. So, would I want to date? Sure. But I'm not doing the foolishness. What qualities do you look for in a partner? Whew. This is a long one. This is a long question. I don't even know if you know what you just asked. First of all, God-fearing, generous, kind. I like kind boys. The mean boy thing, you'll get nowhere with me. I said generous already. Creative. I say this because I'm a planner and I always plan everything for everybody. So it'd be fun if somebody else planned something for me for once. I like to marry, a Black man. But those are physical qualities. Like, Height, race, athletic build, like those are physical qualities, so I'll just leave those out for right now. But as far as character qualities, honest, loyal, person with integrity all around, ambitious but submits himself to God. Like, I know ambitious is not the word I'm looking for, but purpose driven. And you have to be occupied if you want to date me, because you have to have something else going on, because I'm not going to be here all day long. I got stuff to do, so it'd be great if you had stuff to do too. Helpful. My love language is acts of service. I feel like I'm telling y'all too much, so I'm gonna leave it there. My love language is acts of service, so you have to be helpful, because I be needing help more than anything. Yeah. How's dating? One day I'm gonna write a book about all of the players, which are past people that I've dealt with, because I have stories for days. And I'll tell y'all, in maybe like 5 years, I'll write the book, because it's too crazy to tell y'all now. But just thank God that I don't tell y'all about my dating life, because it is chaotic, it is a mess, and it is a tragedy, a Shakespearean tragedy. My book will be a Shakespearean tragedy, okay? And I'm not talking about something like, oh, you know, he was a bad guy, he turned out to be a lame. Like, I'm talking like stuff that, yeah, I couldn't even tell you. Like, you can't even write this stuff. Not like, oh, he had a secret girlfriend. Like, wait for the book. I'm gonna try to fall in love first though, and then write the book, so that you know. But ooh, a loaded question. But there's a lot of questions about dating, because I never talk about dating. But like, that's for y'all safety. That's for y'all mental stability, y'all mental health. Because if I told y'all, just know, and all my friends can vouch. Just know, I call them the committee. The committee can vouch. What did you major in school? I majored in marketing. I just graduated from Howard University last year in May of 2022. Are you going to work in the field of your major or continue as an influencer, or both? Right now, I'm continuing as an influencer, which ironically is also in the field of my major, because I have a marketing degree. But my background before my degree and kind of like my work experience is mostly in hospitality. I would love to go back to that at some point, but I'm making a go of it, of just influencing for a while and just content creating. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I've been doing since graduation. It's a very different thing, because I've always had jobs. I've always had jobs while I was in school, always been in school, and now influencing is kind of my only thing. Now I've kind of like thrown in all the hours of like solid core and running that I do, which kind of gives me a little bit of like a pseudo structure of responsibility outside of influencing. So it's been a crazy adjustment. I'm still transitioning still. Hasn't been a year. Being nice to myself about that. But yeah, I'm continuing as a full-time content creator right now. I'm a full-time beauty content creator and influencer. So yeah, subscribe. Just want to help you girl out. Give me a like, because I'm doing this full time. So if you want to support me, follow my other socials and make sure you subscribe, because I always say that one, because most people who watch me are not subscribed. So just take a second and check. Favorite color. My favorite color is black. What is your favorite club in DC? The only club that I've ever been to in DC is Bliss Nightclub. Bliss Nightclub recently was the one with the rapper. They had the deceased body of the rapper standing up in the club. Yeah, I don't really go to the club. Not really my scene. Something you haven't done makeup wise. I've been thinking about this question ever since last night when I wrote it down. I really don't know. I feel like I've done all of the things. Like, I've done the full face makeup, the clown looks. I've done the full face makeup. I've done the soft glam. I've done the, punk rock, all glam. I've done liner looks. I've done rhinestone looks. I've done small detail work, colored eyebrows, faux freckles, colored lashes. Everything. I even did no makeup, but I don't really like posting it, because no makeup looks, the dewy makeup looks where it's like barely no makeup, it be looking undercooked sometimes, and I'm not really a fan of that. But I can't think of anything I haven't done makeup wise. Who was your first brand deal? Who did you first get PR from? Look, I'm gonna need to go back to my Instagram Looks like my first brand deal was with Pop of Glitz. I don't know if it was paid or not. And my first PR I distinctly remember was from Tease Cosmetics. And yeah, I was so pressed when they sent it to me. This was like February 2018. What's best, natural light or ring light? I'm gonna always be team ring light simply because, for example, right now it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm filming this video. I'm actually not using ring light. I'm using the 2 newer lights and a glam core light. I'll link my Amazon marketplace below, which is where all my lights are, and that's kind of like my filming setup. And I'm gonna give y'all a beauty room tour soon. I gotta clean up some more. I'm gonna give y'all a beauty room tour soon, but I'm always gonna say ring light or lights like I have, simply because you can do your makeup and your looks any time of day. Also, weather is a thing. So for example, today it was raining all day, so I was never going to get any sunshine or any natural light. So I'm always going to say ring light just because it's more convenient. I feel like some looks look better in natural light. I feel like soft glam looks better in natural light. It really gives, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, some looks look better in natural light than they do in studio lighting. But I'm still gonna go with ring light or studio lighting because you can also adjust it. You cannot adjust the sun. You cannot make it warmer or cooler. And you're kind of just going based off of like, the days of like 2019, 2020, where everybody was doing golden hour pictures, and it was just like, I gotta check the time, go outside, all of that. Like, that was stressful. Glad we're not in that era trend anymore. I still love to take those pictures from time to time, but I'm gonna go with ring light or studio lighting. What do you film with? I guess I did kind of put these by category. Right now I'm filming on my iPhone 14. 13? 14. My iPhone 14. Maybe I'll get a camera this year. But I was like, if you sit and wait around for a camera, then you're not gonna do the video, and then you're gonna have a reason, you're gonna have a reason to delay yourself because it's like, oh my gosh, I had to learn the camera and I hate the camera and the camera has a charger, blah, blah. So I keep it on my phone, keep it really easy, especially for right now when I'm trying to learn this year to do a video every single week. I'm trying to get to putting the videos onto my laptops and edit them quickly. It's quicker for me. I'll get a camera at some point, but nobody's complaining about the footage quality. And everybody always asks what I film with, so maybe y'all don't know it's an iPhone. So for anybody who's like, oh my gosh, I want to start, but I don't know, where to start. I hope I don't have setting powder on my shirt, but I always have setting powder on my shirt. Just take your iPhone. That's what I'm doing. Would you ever shave your head? Absolutely. I plan on shaving my head when I'm done with all the colors, so I can restart and grow my hair from root. Healthy. What's your opinion on doing makeup first then shower? Apparently it's gorgeous. I did this once. Well, I've done this a bunch of times in my life. Obviously, like with the amount of makeup that I do, it's just a high probability that I've been in the shower with the makeup on. It does make your face look gorgeous. I would not necessarily recommend it because it's really not good for your skin, because like your pores open in the shower, in a hot shower. So it's just like not good for your skin. It is gorgeous though. I'll put a picture that I can distinctly remember of me in the shower in college with makeup on. It was gorgeous, but I'm not going to do it. Just get you a nice setting spray. Just get you a nice setting spray and you can kind of get the same. If you set your face with a setting spray and then wear it for a couple hours, I feel like once you wear it for a couple hours, it looks really good. You can kind of get the same thing without having to open your pores to makeup. Any trend predictions? I think highlight is making a comeback. I think, everything that's happened before will happen again. And I think that creative makeup is going to be on a comeback. And I think beauty gurus, like they were in 2016, are going to be on a comeback. It's been about 7 years. I think that we're going to get back into that. And of course, I would benefit from this prediction. So I hope that I am right. Do you need an EIN for social media? So this is like a tax question, LOL. I have an EIN, but that's because I am an LLC. So Raggedy Report LLC is a limited liability corporation. That's why I have one. I'm not exactly sure if you need one for social media. I think you can also use your SSN or your social security number on a lot of the paperwork that I've done. But I have one because I'm an LLC. What's the worst makeup product you've tried? See, here's the thing. When products are so bad that they're the worst and I never will use them again, I don't even remember them. So I can't remember the worst thing that I've tried, but the worst one that I can remember was it the Wet n Wild foundation, one that was in a square bottle? That's probably like the worst I can remember. Or the NYX Cosmetics Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation no, it wasn't Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. It was the one with the dropper. I'll put a picture to the side. Worst. I actually had my makeup done in NYX one time and I looked like I was going to my own funeral like 30 minutes from now. Like the pallbearers were like getting ready to go. It was bad. I want to get my makeup done again, because that was crazy. Ooh. But shout out to NYX Stuff. I love your products, just not that foundation. And people did me wrong on your behalf. Love you though, so much. Please work with me to do NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil stuff, because I've sold thousands, and I'm not even joking. What products do you use for skincare? Your skin is flawless. I'm a dermatological girly. They sent it to me. I've been hooked ever since. I like the special cleansing gel, the daily microfoliant, and this moisturizer right here, which I used in my base makeup video as well. But this is the Dynamic Skin Recovery. This moisturizer right here. Those are like my 3 holy grails. Like when I went out of town, I went and bought those. That was that. I also like some other less expensive moisturizers as well. Those are like 3 holy grails. If I had to just tell you really quickly, that. Tea on a noteworthy predicament and what it taught you. Jealousy is a human emotion, but like you really can't be friends with people who are jealous of you and want to be you. Like, take it from, I've tried many times. Take it from me. You can try, but you will not succeed, because when people, this is the diagram in the scenario my mom always tells me. I'm the sun, right? And when people get too close to the sun, they burn. And what happens was when people get too close to the sun, they're like, you know what? I could be the sun because I'm this close. If I'm her best friend, I could just be her. And it might not be exactly like that, but like I'll have ideas. Like you can kind of see it on the bucket list. So if you only follow me on YouTube, check out my TikTok. I do a whole series called the Bucket List series where I try out all different things. I try out different cuisines, activities, all of that. And you'll see that I have like friends featured in them a lot because I usually take people with me. And I have great ideas, not just bucket list ideas. Say like, you know, here's an idea that we should do, and I'll take them along in this idea. Sometimes, hell, I even pay for the idea. Like, I just want you to be there. But then people get mad that they didn't have the idea. Like, they can't settle for doing the idea with me. They're mad that they didn't think of the idea. They're mad that they didn't do the idea first. And it's just like, what the hell? Yeah. You can't be friends with people who want to be you. It always goes bad, and I hate to say it because I was like, you know, it's no problem. Like, they just want to be, you know, like me, and they want to do some of the things that I want to do, and I think the things I want to do are good ideas. So I'm like, they're not copying off of me. And so it would be like really, really niche, weird stuff. And I'm an influencer, so people copying off of me does not bother me. I feel like people who are influencers and they get bothered by people copying off of them is like, you need another job. Because that's the entire point. That means that you have influence. But it's not that they're copying on me, but it's just like, they're turning into me in weird ways. Oh my gosh, how did I say this? I really need you to understand though. Like, it's not that you're copying me by going to get chicken. Like, okay, it's not copying. But it'll be like really, really niche things, but multiple niche things. And it's like, and then they get weird and violent. I'm telling you. They get weird and violent. I don't mind, you know, you even trying to turn into me. Like, my friends will say that certain people try to turn into me, and I'll be in denial for a long time. And even if I accept it, it's like, okay, whatever. You want to be like me. Cool. I'm trying to tell you, it's been a lot of times of people just picking like random fights with me. And like random ways to fall out with me. And I'm just like, it's like they hang out with me. They do the Lauren thing. They start picking up on weird niche things and start twisting them to their own. And I'm like, oh, you know, good for you. Okay. And then they just like attack me. I hope that makes sense. I hope I don't sound like just like one of those crazy people who's like, come on, Chelsea, come. Because it's not about people wanting to be me. That's not the issue. But people who are too close to you being mad that they didn't think of the things that you thought of first. That's the thesis. You get too close to the sun. You're like, the sun's right here. I should just be able to touch it. I should just be able to be it. Then you burn. And that also goes for dating. Stop dating jealous men and jealous women. Stop dating jealous partners. Stop it. It will never, ever, ever work out. It will never work out. Because when people are jealous of you, they start making little slick disses of you. And your foundation cracks. Slowly but surely. Cracks in the foundation. Can't date people who are jealous of you. Take it from me. I will tell y'all that about my dating life. I've done it before. Multiple times. Anyways, I wish I lived in your area. You're always doing something fun. I lived in Montgomery, Alabama. Let me tell you something. I lived in Montgomery, Alabama for 40 days during November, December, and January. I went down before Thanksgiving. I celebrated Thanksgiving there, Christmas there, and New Year's. There are fun things to do in Alabama. Honestly, okay, I will say this. I'm at a big advantage because Washington, D.C. is, first of all, the nation's capital. It's a city. It's kind of walkable. It's a city. It's not a big city in terms of space, but it's a very important city. There's a lot going on at all times. So I have the privilege of that. When you're saying there's nothing happening in your town, especially because I was living in your town for like a month, more than a month, you just gotta look for different things. Like, I had a blast in Montgomery, but not because I was like, oh my gosh. Like in DC, it's like, oh, there's a festival here, there's a concert there, they're doing this there, there's a niche pop-up shop there. Like, there's always something going on in Washington, DC that's different, exciting, different people, different cultures, different. Montgomery, Alabama, not so much. But you just gotta figure out like ways to entertain yourself. Like what I do when I went to Alabama, we tried all these fast food places and rated them. That was fun. Gun range, Zufari, yeah. We did a whole bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of things to do. You just have to get kind of creative. And honestly, less creative, you have to get mundane. Okay? When you want to have fun sometimes, like if you look at the summer bucket list, people are like, what? Why is Arby's on there? Because I've never been to Arby's. And we had a blast. My car broke down at Arby's. But we had a blast at Arby's. That was the first bucket list item that I ever recorded in 2021. Sometimes you have to get creative, right? And, you know, try different things and try to think outside the box. But sometimes you have to get mundane. Me and Maxie did a figuring out what fry is the best fry. Which fast food place has the best fry last year. Me and Mackenzie did a which place has the best apple pie. We're naming the best apple pie. We also did a cake decorating contest. We went to Publix, found all the stuff. We found 2 cakes, froze them, store-bought cakes, froze them, took the icing off, and then we got a theme for the guy who was working there. There's a whole bucket list video on this, by the way, if you want to see like it in action. But we got a theme from the guy working there. We said, what should be the theme? He said sports. Boom. We had a cake decorating contest. Me and my friend Jala had cookie decorating contest. You know, sometimes you get creative. You know, you go to the Zufari and the shooting range and all these places. And sometimes you get mundane. Like when people have those board parties or the pizza making parties or the cocktail making parties. That's how you have fun. You have fun by wanting to have fun. Do you plan on getting married? Yes. Hopefully soon. Do I want a wedding? TBD. What are some goals for your post-grad life? Ooh. Right now I'm trying to walk/run, but mostly walk 100 miles this month. I'm going to run a half marathon this month. I want to run races in 5 different cities. I want to run a marathon. I want to get to 100 classes this year. I think that's not too crazy. I'm at 56 solid core classes. Go check out my solid core video. It should be up around the same time as this. I even have the same hairstyle because it's only been 24 hours between the two. Telling all my business. We actually just did a live on Instagram. If you don't follow my Instagram lives are pretty fun and pretty interactive. We were talking about influencers and oversharing, and they were saying how like I do not overshare. Sorry guys, hope I didn't let you down with this one. And I know I'm being a little delusional because I'm only being like 1% vulnerable compared to like 100%, but my 1% be feeling like 100%, okay? Partner with more brands, make more content, teach more people, and yeah, hopefully some merch this year, some things that you can wear, some things that you can smell, some things that you can write in and read. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be on a billboard on all the awards. By the way, thank you so much for voting for me for the 22 American Influencer Awards. I actually lost, but it's okay. It's okay. They broke, I'm up. We went to LA because there was supposed to be an in-person award show. We went to LA and we had a blast, my cousin and I. Here's some pictures of me looking hot. So yeah, but I want to thank you so much for voting for me this year, for nominating me, trying to get me nominated last year, for nominating me this year, and for nominating me and voting for me in 2020. So I'll see y'all again in a couple months, and hopefully they have a award show this year and all these different things. But thank you so much for voting for me. It touches my heart, truly. And congratulations to the winner. Yeah, I have a lot of goals for my post-grad life. A lot of goals. I want to be an NBA or NFL dancer, cheerleader for a season at least. I feel like that'd be fun. I want to take an ice skating lesson. I feel like that'd be fun. I need to figure out how to roller skate backwards. Basically everything on the bucket list. I want to start knitting. I have a lot of goals. A lot. When am I going to see you? Where do you see your influence in creating career headed? I'm going to be an international superstar soon too. So here's your warning. Here's your warning. So that when it happens, you're not like, oh my gosh, I wasn't warned. Yes, you were. In the Raggedy Report of 2023, Raggedy World, Learn, Be Brown is telling you, I'm going to be an international superstar and soon. It's going to be great. Billboards, achievements, awards, influence, brand deals, impact. That's the most important one. Impact. Changing people's lives. And I don't mean that lightly. Not just in their makeup, but changing people's lives. Get prepared. I know I'm getting prepared every day. That's why the whole dating thing, I'm like, look, those are all the questions. If you have any more questions, leave them down below. Please follow me on Instagram so that you can be part of this democratic decision. All the ragdolls, we have a lot of democratic decisions, at least one a week at this point. We're always deciding something. I'm always asking for their feedback on something. We're always talking about something. So check me out on Instagram. We actually did this look on live before I came and recorded this. Please make sure you give this video a like and subscribe. Stay around for more videos. What do you want to see in 2023? Let me know down in the comment section below. Y'all tell me what YouTube videos you want to see next. Always helps. Check me out on TikTok. See my bucket list content. My bucket list content. My makeup content. All the content. So much content. All of that. And, you know, check me out on Twitter, because that's where I put all my thoughts. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.